Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I am so excited because we are going to be doing a first impressions of the newest Charlotte Tilbury quad, the Luxury Palette of Pearls in Cosmic Pearl. So I did review the first quad in this collection a couple of weeks ago. That was in Celestial Pearl, and I already do have a review on that one and I will link it down below. But this one was just released this week, so before we get into it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get into it. Okay guys, so as I mentioned, I did review the first quad in this collection a couple of weeks ago. This is her holiday release for 2021. She did release the 12 pan palette and Smoky Eyes Are Forever. That was released maybe at the beginning of September, and then the quads have slowly started to trickle out as well. I don't know if there's going to be any more. These are the only two that I was positive about, but Celestial Pearl was released a couple weeks ago. I kind of knew that was coming from a leak online, and I also knew that we were expecting a more purpley toned quad as well. So that is this one. I don't know if there's any more. I'm not sure if her holiday collection is now complete, so I guess we will have to wait and see. But today we will be talking about this one. I am really excited about this one. So I really enjoyed Celestial Pearl. I thought it was very pretty. I thought it was very wearable. But I was most looking forward to this one because this one is said to contain a purple shade. This is the outer carton. Super pretty. It looks identical to the first quad that was released from this collection. So again, this is Celestial Pearl. This is Cosmic Pearl. So this quad retails for $56 US, 70 Canadian. It is made in Italy and contains an 18-month shelf life, which is just like all of Charlotte's other eyeshadow palettes that I'm aware of. Everything I have is the exact same. So let's open this one up, and this is stunning. So what I was really excited about them. So there was a photo of this one leaked back in the summer at some point, and I remember everybody being pretty excited to see a more purple shade from Charlotte. But looking at this now, so this quad contains one duochrome, which is this more purpley shade, and this is also that baked gelée formula. There is also a duochrome baked gelée in the Celestial Pearl quad, but this formula from her is mostly in her Hollywood Flawless Filter quads. If you have any of those, then you might be familiar with that formula. It's quite a nice formula. I didn't expect to like it as much, but I do quite like it. So again, so just like all of Charlotte's other quads, this is the prime shade, the enhanced shade, the smoke shade, and the pop shade. So the only thing that's funny to me is this little purpley shade in photos. It does look purple. In person, it looks more like, it looks more browny purple to me. It's like almost like a burgundy. But on her website, this is described as a more duochrome teal blue brown, which is very interesting because it did look blue in photos. So let's just take a couple of quick swatches. This is the prime shade, which is just a really pretty, kind of like a rose gold shade. It's not as shimmery as her typical. I find a lot of her prime shades tend to be shimmers. This next one is the enhanced shade, which is also really pretty, kind of like a rosy, almost bronze kind of shade. The smoke shade in this one. So one thing I'll note about this quad as opposed to Celestial Pearl is that this one actually does have one matte shade in it, which isn't swatching the best. That is a terrible swatch, so I do apologize. It did not want to swatch very well. Let's look at this duochrome kind of purpley shade. Again, I keep calling it purple, but I don't really think it is. It definitely has like a blue-brown shift. It's definitely really not much of a purple. So, kind of disappointed in that. Like, I think it's very pretty, and I think all of Charlotte's quads are pretty. but I would have liked to see a more purple option from her. It just would have been something different. So let's just get to the try on. I think I'm just going to take the enhanced shade. I'm just going to work that back and forth in the crease to start. So one thing I do like about Charlotte's shadows, as always, is they are always very wearable shades. They're always very wearable quads. That is one thing I do truly enjoy about Charlotte Tilbury, is that you do pay quite a lot for her shades, but they are easily shades and palettes and quads that you will wear because she just makes them so wearable. And this Define shade actually is showing up pretty pigmented on my eyes, so I do like that. And I noticed on the website they were definitely describing this quad to be more of a burgundy tone kind of quad, which again, I was surprised. I was kind of really rooting for that purple, but... And this shade isn't like a perfect matte. It definitely does have a sheen to it, but it does look really pretty even in the crease. And you certainly don't have to use these quads how she recommends. That is just... I mean, I like to because it's actually usually what works out best for me, my skin tone, my makeup preferences, but that might not be the best for you, and that's okay. Alright, I think I am going to take that prime shade, and I am just going to sweep that all over the lid. And I forgot to mention, as usual, I did prime my eyes with my Milani eyeshadow primer and then set it down with some powder. So far this is pretty. It's pretty, it's blending. I don't think it's anything special, but it's just super wearable. You know, that is just one thing that I can't say enough good things when it comes to Charlotte Tilbury and making her shadows and her makeup just very wearable. So, I mean, regardless, okay, I am going to go into that smoke shade and I am going to use it to deepen the outer corner. And I like the way that these just kind of melt into each other. Like that smoke shade just kind of melted right into that prime shade and gave it just... See, that was very little work for me. That's another thing I love about Charlotte's quads is it takes out a lot of work. When you're just wanting to get it done quickly, but you want to look like you tried and you put in a lot of effort, Charlotte's quads are a really great option. Alright, moment of truth. Let's go in with that duochrome shade. I'm going to go in with a finger. And I'm just going to all over the lid with that shade. I do think this shade is very pretty. It doesn't take long to lose the little star embossment on these Baked Gelée formulas that she has, though, I will say that. And I'm also noticing no fallout with these shades, which is always a plus, always makes me happy. But none of these are super shimmer heavy, whereas I found that Celestial Pearl was definitely very shimmer heavy. As I mentioned, there was no mattes in there. See, these shades are very smooth. They feel very smooth on the lid. Everything just feels really nice, but I don't know. Okay, I'm going to take that prime shade and I am just going to sort of pack that onto that inner corner. Okay, I'm just going to pop some mascara on and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Alright guys, so here is the final look. While I think this look is pretty, because I really do. I think it's quite pretty. I love these are definitely tones I enjoy wearing. These are definitely shades I really enjoy. I'll also say that Charlotte Tilbury is definitely one of my very favorite brands. This is a brand I try to buy everything she releases because I just really enjoy her products. that much. I enjoy her products, her formulas, the aesthetic of the brand. I enjoy all of those things so, so much. So I really do try to pick up as much as I can from her. That being said, I think this is pretty. I think the packaging is 10 out of 10. I think the color story is also very pretty. I like the formula. I like how wearable her quads are. As I mentioned, I like how wearable her quads and her formulas are, simply because I know how expensive they are. So if I'm going to spend that much, I want it to be on something that I'm going to wear all the time. That is certainly what this is. However, I will say, if you're planning to pick this up because it has a purple shade in it, which is getting a little bit unique for Charlotte, and you're just really excited to try that out, do not pick this up. Do not pick this up for the purple, because it's really not a purple. It's like a purple, blue, brown. It's more of a bluey brown shift. It's really not purple. So I do think you'll be disappointed. I am disappointed. This one, for the fact, so between this one and Celestial Pearl, I like that Cosmic Pearl has a matte. I like that. I like all of my eyeshadow palettes, quads to have at least one matte. So I do like that. That's a huge point for this one. But I like this one better. I just find it was less misleading. It was more, this is what it is. This is what you're going to get. True to photos. I like it. It's really pretty, and I really did enjoy this one. I don't think it's overly necessary because you probably already have something similar in your collection, especially if you already have Charlotte's Hollywood Flawless Filter Quad Instar Aura. This is quite similar and it'll give you a similar effect, but if you absolutely want to pick up one of these for the packaging, it's so pretty and you want to add it to your collection, I would go with Celestial Pearl. Cosmic Pearl is pretty. I like the shades. I like all of them. I like that it has a matte. I was just really disappointed that this really wasn't the purple that I was hoping for. I was just really hoping to step outside my comfort zone, especially with a brand like Charlotte Tilbury, where I know they would make it a wearable purple, and I don't feel like I got that. I just don't. I think it's pretty. I just don't think it is, it's just not $70 pretty. It's not $50 pretty. So while I really like it, I like the color story, I do think it's pretty. I will use it. I am very disappointed that it's not what I expected. So, I mean, if I look up the description online, it says that duochrome shade is a teal, blue, brown, then yeah, that's exactly what you're going to get. But you're not going to get that purple that, I don't know, I came to expect just from the shade. So while I think this is pretty, I think it's easy to wear. It's a very wearable quad. I like the look that I created. I think it's very pretty. It's not something new. It's not something special. I definitely feel like I could have gotten something quite similar from something I already have in my collection. And while I am happy to have this, I just don't think it's necessary. I'm definitely not as happy with this one as I was with Celestial Pearl. I am happy with it. It's pretty. It's nice. If you're a Charlotte Tilbury lover and a Charlotte Tilbury collector, you might really, really like this quad and you might want to pick it up. That's fine. I'm just saying, don't pick it up because you're expecting a quad with a really nice purple, because you're not going to get it. However, I do think it's pretty, and if you just like to buy everything from Charlotte, then go for it. You're not going to be disappointed. It is pretty. Again, her quads are so expensive for what they are. I mean, $50 for 4 shades is a lot of money. If you're Canadian, $70 for 4 shades is insane. So please don't feel like you have to buy this. But that is it for today. Did you guys like this quad? Did you pick this up? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so very much. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload at least 3 new videos every single week. And that's it for today. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!